Okay, so to do a flame test, what you would normally do is you would place the loop into hydrochloric acid. You then put the loop into a Bunsen flame. You would then put the loop into distilled water, so make it damp, and then put the loop into the sample to be tested, and then you would place the loop in the Bunsen flame. Okay, there's lots of points there. You would get away with saying place the dry, clean loop into the still water, so you could kind of miss these bits out. But the main bits on here, we've got to make sure we're going to put the flame into that, and we need that loop nice and clean and with the sample on, ready to go. Okay, different ions produce different colours. Draw a straight line from one metal ion to the flame colour test. Okay, so potassium is a lilac colour, and calcium is orange red. 1 mark for each. Here we've got some P and Q dissolved from colour solutions, and results are shown below. The anions of P and Q can be identified as results. Draw a straight line for each solution to the anion present. Okay, so solution of P, we're adding here, so for P, we have a look at what's gone on for P. P, we have, doesn't want to do that, does it? P, we've got a white precipitate, and it remains colourless when it's in silver nitrate, and got a white precipitate with barium chloride. So if you get a white precipitate with barium chloride, then P must contain a sulfate, because that's the positive test for a sulfate. Q, if we have a look at Q, Q doesn't get a result with the barium chloride, but we do get a precipitate, a yellow precipitate with this, and hopefully you remember that yellow precipitate means that it is iodine is present in there. Again, 2 marks, 1 mark for each one. The formula for barium chloride is this. Give the total number of ions in barium chloride. So here there is 1 barium, and then there are 2 chlorines. So there are 3 ions in total. A few drops of sodium hydroxide solution added to a solution of iron sulfate. State what would be seen. So what you'd see here is that we would get a green precipitate would form. Marks wise, you're going to get a mark for the colour and 1 mark for saying that it's a precipitate. Remember, precipitate, this means a insoluble solid. Okay. Carrying on, one other product is formed in this reaction. So you've got iron sulfate, iron hydroxide is formed. Okay, so one of the products is from this reaction. So the other product from this reaction is going to be the sodium sulfate. And that is the end of that particular question.